Hello and welcome to the music room in the Ainsleywood building of Columbia International College. Today we are going to explore the possibilities of using an iPad in a music classroom. To facilitate the presentation, I've broken it down into 4 different categories: application for performance, applications for composition, applications for theoretical study and ear training, and the 4th category is exploring forms and cultural connections. Let's start with performance. How would we use an iPad in musical performance? Well, first of all, we'll talk about the application we're going to use. It's called GarageBand. It's a Mac native application. It's very deep. It has many virtual instruments, has audio recording capabilities. It by itself is a little recording studio. Very fun to use, very challenging actually. Here's an assignment I would give to grade 7 and 8s. Perform the solo from Ode to Joy and furnish your own accompaniment for that solo. How would we do this? Well, first of all, we open up the GarageBand app and we layer the instruments. We start with the drums. So we're going to put on the metronome and record a drum part. Second of all, on top of that drum part, we will put a bass part. On top of that drum part and bass part, we put a guitar. On top of those 3 parts, we're going to put some string textures. You'll notice a traditional keyboard layout here. The student has created a great accompaniment. Let's play a melody over top and use a virtual instrument from GarageBand. Here's an alternate. The student could perform on a traditional instrument like the flute. Another way to use the iPad for performance would be an iPad band. This is called the North Point iBand. They perform exclusively on iPhones and iPads. Let's look at how we would use an iPad in the classroom for music composition. First of all, we could use one of 2 apps, GarageBand, which we've kind of explored so far, and an app I like to use called Symphony. Symphony has traditional notational capability. You notate it and you can hear the music back. So let's have a simple composition. A good classroom assignment would be to write a lyrical duet for clarinet and flute. How would we go about this? There's the first bar of the flute part. Let's write the first bar of clarinet now. The note values are up in the left corner. The staff is in the front. After the student has keyed in the whole composition, we can listen to it. You get immediate review for editing and anything you might like. Now let's look at theoretical study and ear training applications. I like to use an app called Tenuto. I use this with the grade 12s already. It goes from being very simple to very complex. It functions as an electronic flashcard, has many quizzes, note identification, keyboard note identification, try to find the notes on the guitar keyboard. Tenuto makes theory a little less tedious. It's video game design. So the student has immediate gratification on knowing what they might get in a quiz. The fourth category is exploring forms and cultural connections. Ethnomusicology, the effect of music and culture. We have an app called The History of Jazz. This is a timeline-based app. You tap on any performer and you'll find a page about that performer and audio samples. Here's another one called The History of Rock. Same sort of architecture. Tap on a picture, you'll hear audio samples and you'll get biographical, historical information. Here's another one about Bach. You can listen to the music of Bach. I like this app called Sound Uncovered, and it coincides with a unit we have in grade 7 and 8 called Is It Noise or Is It Music? Here's some final thoughts. The implementation of the iPad in the music classroom is infinite. It functions as a group of standalone virtual instruments. It can be used in as an iPad band, an ensemble group setting, which is very beneficial for students. It is an effective tool for traditionally notating. It's great for theoretical study and ear training. The Tenuto app is very deep and you could use it for years. Various apps concentrate on cultural study and are very effective in engaging learning tools. Thanks for watching.